Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be looking at a game called Motorsport Manager. Now this is going to be a full review. It's my first ever properly sort of, what's the word, it's my first proper review that I'm actually scoring. So here we are, Motorsport Manager. It's by Play Sport Games and it's got a price on the Nintendo eShop of £11.99. So we're going to start off with the gameplay. Now bear in mind I've spent over 50 hours on this game and I have to say I'm massively impressed. It's not like any sort of, it's the first, it's gonna sound stupid, but owning a motorsport team is completely different to Football Manager. You know, you've got a lot more to look at. You've got your car upgrades, you can build new parts depending on the star rating of your mechanics. Will depend on how good your parts are. Obviously mine are all good, so looking good there. Fergus Stratford there. We've got Leon Class as the mechanics. Your mechanics will be the ones that work on the car and obviously build your specific parts. And your engineers will, sorry, your mechanics, they're the bonuses, and your drivers can actually get rapport with the said mechanics, therefore giving them boosts. I remember what my boost was. It's been quite a while since I've booted this out. Right, relationship with Fiona, 100% there. She's my top woman driver, or top driver. I've got two women drivers, but she's my top driver. Anyway, getting back to this, you can also edit names. So if you're not happy with a current generated name, then you can always edit it. There's so much to do on here. You've got suppliers, you've got your sponsors, your headquarters you've got to upgrade, you've got to work on next year's car, you've got a young driver program. There's so much content and so much content in this game. I think that's what this topic will be, more just content. The content in this is ridiculous. And I've got to give content, to be honest, a 9 out of 10. They've put everything into this. So much to do, and it's so easy to get lost into this game. And I know I said we were going to be doing gameplay first, but no, this is sort of, it moved more into content. I'm kind of winging it. And as you can see, my team there, Simpleton Racing, 157 points. Absolutely bombed it this year, sorry. But anyway, getting back to the content, yeah, that you've got 7 races that can also be changed to 8 or 9, depending. You know, you get rules and regulations changes that you get to vote on. It's just so in depth, building your own parts, scouting your drivers. It pretty much is the Football Manager for motorsport. So like I said, content will get 9 out of 10 here. We'll have a quick look at the gameplay. I'm just gonna move it along and get to, right, the dilemma. We can either go for brakes or no impacts. We just ignore that and get you into a game. Right, 2 seconds. And regarding gameplay, here we are at the Milan GP. We've got to select a race sponsor first, which we'll just sort of do out of Ishikana Malt Whiskey. Obviously loading times are quick. Got all your buttons there if you're worried about buttons and controls. Obviously gameplay, you do get qualifying rounds, but I'm pretty sure we voted them out. We voted them out before the season started, so we don't have any qualifying rounds now. Here we are. You've got a random setup going there, as in for qualifications. Mechanic bonuses, right? I've got to select, and you have to. So we'll do tyre changes are 40% faster and tyre performance. That's a big thing in this game, tyre wear. But as you can see, it's top down, so you've got a bird's eye view of the actual race, and you can choose to fast forward it if you're a bit impatient. I sometimes do. I'm in a bit of a rush, but then you'll sit through a whole 21 laps of this And as you can see, we're first and second. I have gotten to a point now where we're so sort of rich in the bottom tier of the racing that we're just unstoppable. So ideally I do need to be moving up a rank. And that's another thing, you don't just stay with the cars I'm in. I'm actually in the bottom. I've played 50 hours, I've done so many seasons, but I just couldn't bring myself to upgrading up into the next level. But for me, the gameplay is just solid. It's a typical management game. If anything, it's better than I would have thought it would have been. I thought it would have been dots, to be honest. Knowing some management games, like Football Manager used to be. But it's a solid entry gameplay-wise from Play Sports and Motorsport Manager. So I'm going to give the gameplay a 9 out of 10 here, and that's going to move me on to the visuals. Obviously, you've seen the menus. They're fine. They're fluid. No problem with the menus whatsoever. The visuals, yeah, it's not the best looking track. It could look better. And obviously, the generated faces, they're not too bad. No, they're definitely a step up of an improvement on Football Manager's faces. So I can't really knock that. We do need to make a bit change there, but I think I'm just gonna get them pitting. So to be honest, the visuals are, whatever I said, don't swap. The visuals are good, but they could be better. Fix that. Sorry, I'm just sort of doing two things at once here. But visuals, I think I'm going to give a 6 out of 10. I can't really give them any more. I want to, because I'm biased towards the game. I say I'm biased towards the game. I'm not biased, but you know what I mean. I've played it so much. I would love to give this game more, but I've got to be unbiased here, and I can't give it any more than a 6 out of 10. That's going to move on to the sounds. Now, as you guys saw, or you can hear from this race, it's just sort of your generic racing sounds. I can't really give it too high in this department, but then I can't give it too low because it's just sounds. So, you know, it's a management game. I can't really sort of slate it for having absolutely poor sounds, but then I can't praise it because they haven't really. It's not gone above and beyond. They're what they need to be. They're what they need to be. So I'm going to give them 7 out of 10 for sounds. And that's going to move me straight on to the final category. That's going to be value factor. The value in this game, it's £11.99. You might even be able to pick up for like 6-7 quid on sale, but £12, I paid full price for this game. I'm bloody well happy I did. £12, phenomenal value for what you're getting in here. I'd expect this to be at least a 20 quid game, 20 quid plus I'd say. So you're definitely getting your money's worth here. I've spent more than 50 hours on the game, and I have to say I've enjoyed it, every minute of it. So value factor, I'm going to have to give it a 9 out of 10. So that leaves the average score out of the 5. An overall score value of 80% out of 100. Obviously being 40 out of 50. I cannot recommend this game enough. If you love management games, and if you're a fan of racing, to be honest, please pick this game up. You will not be disappointed. I just cannot urge you enough to be picking this game up, please. Especially if you're a fan of F1. Now, my part in comments, I will say the game is unlicensed, but you can go in and put all the, your F1 teams in. You can go and put all of the mid-tier teams, the lower-tier teams, and all of the drivers. So everything is so customizable. The licenses shouldn't let you put it off. Let it put you off, sorry. My English has been poor. But that's enough from me. Obviously, Motorsport Manager a total of 80%. And I will catch you guys in the next review, if there is another one. Thanks ever so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.